All right, so let's go ahead and look at what's probably the most difficult submission to cinch up for our Strike 1 curriculum, and that's the arm triangle. And this is the one that I probably see missed the most, okay? So it's gonna start, just like all our submissions from mount, holding it properly. And let's say instead of looping this around for chokes and arm bars, I'm gonna keep this here, and I'm gonna use my opposite hand to start coming up underneath his arm. I'll begin to finger walk up. And get the submission. All right? A lot of steps involved here. So, like I said, the first thing I want to do is instead of trying to swim this in, I'm going to use this to my advantage and just come underneath his arm, and I'll finger walk all the way up until I can touch the top of his head here, okay? My goal is to get this arm all the way across to the other side of his head here. So what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of a shoulder shrug to start getting that little last extra oomph that I can get to get the arm over. And then what I'm gonna do is grab his arm and push it over and drop my head all the way down so I'm ear to ear, okay? Do your best to stay as low as you can at this point, and you'll see why in just a second here. So once I'm in this position here and I pass the arm over, I want to make sure that I'm cinching this up. So the hand that's underneath his head, again, I'm going to kind of start to finger walk, making sure that's nice and tight. Once this is secure, I'm going to go ahead and get my gable grip. I'm going to dismount to a knee on belly position, and then I finish by driving into him, squeezing my arms together and using my head to drive his arm down towards his neck, squeeze, and I get the finish, okay? The biggest thing, the hardest thing about this move is a lot of the times people are way too high with this, and they end up basically trying to squeeze their opponent's face. And yeah, you get the submission, but that's caveman jiu-jitsu. You're just squeezing their head to the point where it hurts, and I mean, that just kind of stinks. So don't do that. Every step of the way, what we're looking to do, and what I'm always asking myself as I'm doing this and as I'm teaching this is, okay, can I move myself lower? Can I get myself lower? I want to make sure to keep my ear to ear. Maybe even your ear all the way to his shoulder. Probably never get that low, but like I said, the lower the better, right? So the goal is getting your ear to ear and using your head in a circular motion to drive this arm down over his neck. So then my arm is cutting off the blood flow on this side, and then as I push his arm in, his own arm is taking away the blood flow on this side. And it's basically like a triangle choke from guard, but now I'm on top using my arms. Hence why we call it the arm triangle, or you can call it the head and arm choke. Okay? A lot of the times you see this move finish from a side control position, so you'll see it, you know, like this, which is great, and I can get a lot of drive with my head with his arm going over his neck, but it's easier to defend this. A lot of times you can look to start rocking up and grabbing his own leg here. Yeah, now look, he's creating this space, which makes it difficult to finish this submission. But if I finish this from the knee on belly position, he doesn't have the ability to kind of reach up, grab his leg, and create that space on his neck here, right? Which is why it's a safer position to finish the arm triangle from. So one more time, I'm holding the mount position, come under the arm, go ahead and finger walk all the way up. I'm gonna go ahead and do one last shoulder shrug, grab, bring your head all the way to the other side. And this is a perfect opportunity to adjust yourself. If you find yourself way up here, make that adjustment and come nice and low, okay? Look where my ear is. So now I'm gonna start to tighten this up, right? Finger walk, gable grip. Now I have it. All I have to do is finish. I could finish this from mount. I could finish it from side control, just like I said. But the best way to finish this, to eliminate his escapes, is to dismount to knee on belly. So look how I circle this leg onto his belly. I keep my opposite leg posted, and I drive into him, squeezing, using my head to push his arm down, and I get the submission. Okay? So it's really important to get a lot of practice with this one, because like I said, this is probably the most difficult submission to get from our Strike One curriculum. So that is the arm triangle or the head and arm choke from the full mount position.